Manners. Story and Art by Ryunnosuke.
I am a college professor. I don't make as much as most people with my level of education, but I do live well enough. It gets lonely sometimes, though. I was taking a stroll through the campus park when I heard the sound of a child crying. Pushing aside a bush, I found that it was not a child, but a fluffy pony, a visibly pregnant dam to be exact. I've had interactions with the species on occasion, sometimes playing with them in the park when they are nice, to using a hose to chase rude herds off my lawn. Hello. The dam noticed me and recoiled in fear.
Help!
Poor thing, I hadn't meant to frighten her. Another rustle from the bushes further ahead. I saw another mare scamper away crying.
Help! Monster! Help! Oh! No way! Save Mama from monster!
Looking back at the dam, I saw she was in tears. She yells, waving her stumpy legs. The mare pays no heed and runs. Must have been the attendant mare, and I scared her off. I looked back at the dam. She clutched her stomach, a grimace of pain on her face. Fluid is pooled at the base of her enormous gullet and bottom, soaking the fur. It smells badly, mixing in with the dirt that her fur is already coated in. Do you want my help? You can't leave her like this. She must be in a lot of pain. Answer me. Do you want my help? But I can't break my principles. It would be unethical to force aid upon this creature if it did not want it. She's gasping for air at this point, looking at me with fear and desperation.
Help! Help, Fluffy!
I rolled up my sleeves, shivering slightly at the brisk autumn air. Picking her up gently, I rushed her inside one of the campus buildings, a storeroom where the custodians keep their cleaning supplies. I'll take you somewhere warmer. You shouldn't give birth out here. I used the sink inside to run warm water into a shallow bin, and then nearby paper towel dispenser let me create an impromptu nest. I laid her on top of the towels, not a moment too soon,
It is puppies!
as the first foal made its way into the world. It chirps immediately for its mother. The new mother squeals in delight, craning her neck to look at her new
Baby! Your baby!
One moment, I took the baby and laid it into the basin of water, keeping its head held above the surface so it wouldn't
Oh,
drown.
whoa, a purple baby! Get baby now!
She yells at me, terrified. I quickly clean the mess off of the baby and hand it to the mother, who snatches it from my grasp. It squeaks in fright, sensing the tension from its mother. Don't worry, I was only helping you. The removal of the amniotic fluid has made her much more mobile than her previous bloated self. If I gave it to you right away, it wouldn't taste pretty. She looks at me with mistrusting eyes, clutching her newborn.
No hurt is Mama's baby. Or Mama will...
Her eyes roll back, and she lies down again, succumbing to the pain.
No hurties.
I picked up the baby and moved it to her teat, then helped her deliver the next baby. As I put the second newborn into the water, the mare suddenly reached over and bit my hand. It doesn't hurt, the teeth too soft to do much damage. Also, it felt like it was more of a nip than an actual bite.
No robot for babies. Give babies to Mama.
Sighing, I lift the baby out and give it to her. I didn't clean it very well. Fine, but don't bite me anymore. She licks it clean, her nose crinkling in distaste.
No taste pretty.
I told you so. She finishes cleaning the baby and then moves it next to its sibling to feed. The next baby comes with a gush of afterbirth. I hand it to the child before she could demand it, then used some paper towels to wipe up the mess. When I turned back to see how she was doing, I found that the mare had only half cleaned the last foal. In fact, she had pushed it aside and was cooing to her first two children, completely ignoring the last.
Mama, what?
Aren't you going to clean this one?
No, the bad baby. No want.
Why is it a bad baby?
No smell pretty. Bad baby.
But what about the first two?
Good babies smell pretty. These good babies.
Are you sure? He doesn't look like a runt.
No care. Bad baby is bad. Dummy human.
You are being rude to me.
No care.
I watched the poor abandoned baby try to crawl over to its mother, still covered in foul-smelling goo. She turned away from it, uninterested. I reached for the bad Babby. The mare's head snaps forward again. She chomps down, harder this time. She screams, snatching the folds off her teats and clutching them in her hooves.
No touch
I
babies!
look at my hand. No bite marks, more like a pinch. Looking at her, I see she's only holding her good babies and still ignoring the bad foal. I wasn't going to touch those babies. I wanted the bad baby. I also told you to not bite me. Don't do it again.
Fluffy sorry.
I see. By the way, do you have a name?
Really?
Lily relents and shuffles away. The foal, desperate for affection, latched onto my thumb, crying less and less as it suckled. With a small touch of lavender hand soap from a nearby dispenser, I gave the foal a thorough cleaning, then dried it with paper towels, its fluff flared out, baby soft. Just to be on the safe side, I took out a mint strip and crushed it between my fingers, rubbing it into the baby's fluff. Task finished, I handed the foal back to Lily.
No want bad baby. Go away, bad baby.
Smell it.
No want.
Just smell it. Lily glares at me, but finally gives the foal a quick sniff. Then another, and another.
Good baby?
Yes. She looks distraught and hesitates. The foal is still crying for milk, ravenous from hunger. Lily lifts one of her babies off a teat and replaces it with the hungry newborn. He happily sucks down as much milk as he can. She begins cooing to it.
No worries, babies. Mama here. Meanie monster no hurries. Mama sorry, baby.
Meanie monster. Ingrate.
What?
Ingrate. You are being ungrateful.
What that mean?
You aren't sorry for being a meanie to me.
No care.
You owe me. I did you a favor. I saved you and your baby's lives.
No need, dummy human. Dummy, take mama and baby away.
You asked for my help. You brought this upon yourself.
Really? Fine with her. Safe with her. Dummy human, scared her away.
You are fooling yourself. You weren't safe trespassing on human land, regardless of what you may think. Also, if you were so safe with your herd, where are they?
No.
They abandoned you.
Ooh, not true.
They got scared and left you. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Mama still have babies. Mama makes things all right for babies.
Not likely. Death from the cold wind.
No, babies no forever sleepies.
Death from cat or dog.
No, monsters stay away from babies.
Death from abandonment. Lily lunges for my hand, mouth wide. She bites me again, as viciously as she can. The mare's teeth sink into my skin, and she lashes back and forth like a wild dog would when it wants to savage one of its victims. Patiently, I allow Lily to wear herself out. When she's done, the foals are crying again. She takes a moment to calm them down. I told you not to bite me.
No care, dummy human is a meanie. Really no need you.
Yes, you do. Look around. I gesture around the room. You are safe here, but you have no way out. I'm the only one that can open the door, aside from other humans who might find you. I pause so that sinks in. You have no food. Her expression slowly changes. You have no water. I'm the only one that can turn the tap, and soon you'll run out of milk. Desperation is plain on her furry face as she looks in horror at her children. And I am leaving. You obviously don't want my help anymore.
No, don't leave. Help
I don't
Fluffy.
think so. You don't appreciate my help.
Bring Fluffy here. Let Fluffy out.
If I did that, I'd be helping you again. I can't do that.
Please, don't leave.
Goodbye, Lily. I walked out. I don't know if I will ever return, but I feel I have no reason to do so. Because, Lily, it's a you problem now, not a me problem. Authors Afterword. Thank you for reading my comic adaptation of Manners. This is a project that I've been thinking about doing for a long time, and I'm happy that I was finally able to muster the willpower to finally make it. I think a large part of that was after writing The Mayor's Melancholy, so large projects don't seem as daunting anymore. Manners is one of my favorite stories that I've ever written. It wasn't as popular as Mayor's Melancholy or A Difficult and Hard Life, yet it was still one of my best works simply because of the discussion that it brought about. The current scene doesn't seem to support a lot of sympathy towards a Fluffy's point of view, but when this story first came out, people were more willing to argue in their defense. I wanted people to question their moral boundaries with this story. I wanted them to take sides. So, who was right? And who was wrong? Was it the asshole professor who forced his ethical standards on a subhuman feral intelligence? Or was it the bitch Fluffy's fault, assigning blame for her misfortunes on the first easy target she could find? Who got what they deserved? And did they deserve more? Ask yourself, because that's for you to decide. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, thank you for reading. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Do you